How do we start? Do we say hello?
Well, let's just kick it off, eh?
Yep.
You stop smiling like that. So anyway, this is the podcast we're doing for the coaching channel. Probably do it every week, every second week, like a 15-20 minute podcast. Today Kayla's on. She's going to be like main person on it with me, but I'll probably also get like other people to come on and that over time. But yeah, pretty much we're just going to have a yarn and upload it to the internet like everyone else does.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
We haven't got no Joe Rogan set up here. We got the we got our dinner table and a white background wall. But anyway, should we start off talking about just training here and all that, or?
Yeah. Been good coming here from New Zealand to Thailand.
Yeah. And so we've obviously trained here before, like a year and a half ago, was it?
Yeah, about a year and a half ago. Nearly 2 years.
Yeah. Well, how do you find a fitness class? You're mainly doing the fitness classes. I don't do as many of those. How do you find those?
Well, they're pretty brutal, to be honest. Like, they're really rough, but they're really, really good if you need to get your fitness up. I've progressed a lot through the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. And how do you compare it to the last time you were here? Because Kayla was way more lazy last time, and now you've gotten way more into fitness over the last 2 years. So like, how do you find it? Like, you're training way more. So how have you found it compared to last time?
Yeah, last time I was here, I did a bit of jiu-jitsu and strength and conditioning, but yeah, it's a bit of a poor effort by me, just not really doing much, being a bit lazy. So I've definitely gotten a lot more into it over the past 2 years, and I love it, eh?
It's good.
Improved a lot in my life.
I find it's good out here too, because everyone's out here pushing as hard as they can. And
Yeah.
they've come out here for purpose, and
Yeah.
you get to actually be around other people with that same purpose.
Yeah, a lot of people have like the same goals that they're pushing for.
Well, I like it with the training, because I can go in to any training session, basically have all these people that are also trying to get to the highest level.
Yeah.
So it's super good.
Keeps you competitive.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got a fight in India next week, so that was a goal I had. I wanted to fight pretty early on, as you know.
Yeah.
Like, we talk to each other on a podcast here, but we talk all the time. So, so the stuff we've already talked about, but we'll just talk about it for the podcast as well. But I had a goal to want to fight. I want to fight. It's an unpredictable sport, so it's hard to say too much. But I want to have as many fights as basically my body will allow me to have, as Kayla knows, and probably to your absolute horror. But just me getting whacked. But
Yeah, hopefully they're all good fights.
but
Not too many whacks.
But yeah, like, I'm fighting next weekend in India. Brought a stove. We're actually using it to prop up our camera, but I brought a stove. I'm taking a stove to India because I ain't going viral shitting myself. I'm not. I want to go viral kicking people in the head, not shitting my pants. So I'm not planning to eat street food there. I'm taking a stove. I'm taking some canned food. Actually, shout out to Mike, the coach over at Soma Fight Club. A lot of his fighters train in India, from India, and he goes in corners in India a lot. And he gave me just the advice: take some canned food and all that stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be doing to help with the weight cut. And yeah, I'm fighting an opponent, Makul Kadian. Don't know much about him. I think he's like a Chinese Sanda or Wushu fighter, whatever you call it. He might be ranked number 2 in India.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think be a good fight. Don't really know what to expect, but.
What about the journey to India? Are you excited about that? I'm not.
Why?
Seems like a terrible time. Flying the cheapest airline that you could find possible.
Well, I'm just should be all good, I reckon. I'm not gonna be eating, so Sergey's eating. You're eating.
Yeah.
So.
Be rough for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be starving on the plane.
And you land there at midnight?
Yeah, we do. We land at midnight. I'll get out my canned food. Might be tuna, but in a sense of nutrition and weight cutting and that, since that's what we do, I basically have made the move to like go lower this time. Instead of cutting too much weight on fight week, I'm pretty much cutting next to nothing on fight week this time, So we basically planned that so if things do go wrong while over in India, like can't find certain food or can't find a sauna or whatever, I don't end up missing weight, because imagine being a nutritionist and missing weight.
That'd look embarrassing.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. What I got next on my list? I got a bit of a list just because, it's our first time doing this. We're not on that Joe Rogan level, so.
Well, just to point out, I kind of match.
What do you mean? Oh, what matched your drink?
Yeah.
Oh, true. Caitlin's drinking Coke out of a coffee cup, by the way. Just for
I had
knowledge.
to join in. I had to be matching, and I matched my dress too.
Yeah, pretty much. What have we got next? Anyway, next up, so we got my younger brother Gary. He's fighting probably in like half hour.
Yeah, with really short notice.
Yeah, and he so is the bro Zach's on it as well. Tay's fighting in Ashburton, one of the boys from the gym. And yeah, like Gary's a madman. He had like an absolute war in a 5-round title fight 2 weeks ago, and then hasn't really been able to train due to injuries from that fight. And then 3 days ago, he got offered a fight that's basically like dirty boxing. So it's boxing and MMA gloves, but you're allowed to grab, like tie them up and punch while you're grabbing them. And it's in professional MMA gloves, so that's a violent rule set because, I'm sure you don't know, but when you're fighting in MMA, you've got the small gloves, but at least you can use your kicks.
Yeah.
Your grappling.
Aiming for the head, really, and the body.
And the small MMA gloves, especially knowing how the little bro Gary fights, he's going to be just in the pocket having a swing, so I hope he comes out of it without any injuries.
Yeah.
No injuries. Yeah. You got injured today, actually.
Yeah, I did.
So, how did that happen?
I was on my 5th round of my circuit, and I happened to start with box jumps, and I completely failed the box jump and bashed my leg into the wooden box.
But then you did a 4-kilometre run afterwards, so that was good redemption.
I first had to lie on the ground and recover.
Yeah.
I was in a lot of pain. Thought I was gonna throw up from the pain. But I recovered into a 4-kilometre run, and now I'm just limping around.
Yeah, that's good. We had to carry our groceries from the shop with your limping.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to waddle around.
Yeah, pretty much. So also we got one of our clients, Ivar's fighting today. He's fighting over in India. He's been training for us for around about 2 weeks. 2 weeks now.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks now. So I think in that kind of time frame, it doesn't give you heaps of time to get good strength gains in that. But hopefully it's helped out his cardio, at least for this fight, and then we can continue working with him to give himself the results he wants in his fights in the future. But good luck to Ivor tonight. Good skill, whatever you want to say, and I'm sure he'll smash it. What's next? What we got? Progressing forward with the business and that. What do we want to improve on next? Like you're doing nutrition, obviously.
Yeah.
You did the book. If you're already one of our clients, let us know what you think of Kayla's book she's made up in that. I think it's great because you want to be equipping clients with the knowledge to also make their own decisions,
Yeah, I think it's always good to keep learning, and I think a book just gives you so much guidance to learn in that, and I want to do a lot more and just give out recipes and that for people to kind of know different kind of macros, nutrients and all of that go in food, and the best way to fuel your body for training.
Oh, sorry, I just had to laugh. It's just funny doing a podcast, isn't it? That's just crack up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why Joe Rogan uses whiskey. The podcast, he'll sit there for his whiskey.
Oh, does he? I don't even know that.
Sometimes. It depends who's on his podcast, but Yeah.
And my Coke's done a good job. Coke Zero, like, no sugar.
But anyway, what's the next book or something that you might look at doing? You told me a few ideas, but
I think I'm looking into doing like a fight week book.
Yeah.
Just to help fighters with like weight cuts and
the water loading process.
Yeah, and like what kind of foods they could eat, because like not allowed salt in that, but there's still a lot of things you can add for flavour without that sodium.
Yeah, exactly.
And then probably a book just with like different exercises, kind of like go into more fitness.
Yeah.
So I do like nutrition and fitness.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing we're doing this kind of thing, because it helps actually equip our clients so that even if one day they're not training with us, they're way better off in their own training and have the actual knowledge themselves where they could almost train someone else. And I think as a coach or a nutritionist or whatever, I think if you can achieve that to where someone that you coached is now able to coach other people using knowledge that you taught them, I think that means you've basically succeeded in your goal as a coach. Yeah,
no, that's always the goal, is for people to progress and get better.
Yeah, exactly. So what else we talking about?
What would you like to do more for the business? What are you working on?
What I'm working on is pretty much, I've got a Facebook group I've made. I'm planning to add all our clients to that at some point, and I want to put like we've got a baby crying out in the hall.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to basically put like a bunch of our clients into the group on Facebook, and it's going to be just for clients. And then I'm going to chuck up like a video or two each week and like a bit of exclusive content, whether that's like fight technique around MMA and that for the people that are interested in that, or if it's even like strength and conditioning tips, nutrition tips, all of that. I'm just going to chuck it all in that page. And then I think it's also good because it'll give a community for our clients if they want to share like some of their success, and they can share it to everyone else in like a good safe space where no one's going to be roasting, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of haters out there, some people don't feel comfortable with it. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty comfortable with getting hated on. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. But
no, I don't really care.
Some people
people's
care.
Opinions.
Yeah, some people care. So you got to give people that safe space. So I'm working on that, and maybe a YouTube channel where I upload fight techniques and that, and give people access to that who are a part of our online coaching, or if they're not a part of it, I might make it $5 a month or something. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm working on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We've got to meet our watch isn't even on. Yeah, we've got to meet our landlord, go pay some rent, pay some bills. But it's our first little attempt at a podcast. A little bit short. We're only really planning to do it short.
Yeah,
but
short and sweet.
Yeah, like.
Maybe one day we'll have so much to talk about.
I feel like because we're literally married and talk to each other every second of every day, it's kind of like even when we do a podcast like this, we're just sort of re-talking about stuff we've already talked about. So it makes it hard to do some kind of JRE 2-hour podcast when you've already talked about everything. Maybe even 3 times.
Maybe I'll have to just not tell you stuff and then tell you on the podcast, and you can that happened?
Yeah, have a surprise reaction. I might get Sergey on next week though, since he's going to be cornering me. That's going to be funny. It's going to be funny actually, because Sergey's only had one fight himself. He's had a few novice fights, but he's only had one judge fight himself, and it was about 4 years ago. So
yeah, definitely going to be entertaining.
That's going to be my cornerman. I've told him a few cues to tell me in that, just so he's basically just going to give me some reminders in the corner and chuck us some water, and if I need hyped up, I'll get him to slap me in the face or whatever and bring out his best Coach Hostile impression, and no one can get more hyped up in the corner than Coach Hostile, so I'll just get Sergey to bring out his best Coach Hostile impression. But I'll get him, might get him next week on to talk about that. Yeah, so you'll be demoted to standing over there.
Oh, that's alright.
And then next week you'll be back on.
I'll be cameraman.
Oh, you left me hanging.
Oh.
Anyway, that's us. See us later.